Once upon a time, in a kingdom surrounded by silver rivers and golden forests, there lived a little prince named Leo. Though he was small, he was known for his big heart and courage. One evening, the royal gardener ran into the castle shouting, "Your Majesty, a strange plant is growing in the royal garden. Its fruit glows like the moon." The king and queen rushed to see. There, hidden between the roses, was a giant eggplant shining with purple light. The villagers whispered that it was magical, said to grant great wisdom to whoever protected it. But along with the glow came trouble. Dark shadows began creeping into the kingdom, hungry to steal its power. Brave Prince Leo decided, "I will guard the glowing eggplant. No shadow shall harm our land." Armed only with a wooden sword and his loyal puppy, Spark, Leo ventured out at night. The shadows hissed and tried to scare him, but Leo stood tall. He remembered his mother's words, "True bravery comes not from size, but from the strength of your heart." Leo swung his little sword, Spark barked bravely, and together they pushed the shadows away. When the last shadow vanished, the glowing eggplant burst into dazzling sparkles. From inside, it appeared a gentle forest fairy. "You have freed me," she said kindly. "This eggplant was my prison. For your bravery, Prince Leo, I bless your kingdom with everlasting peace." From that night on, the garden glowed softly under the stars, reminding everyone that even the smallest prince can be the bravest of all. And Leo? He grew up not only to be a wise king, but also the boy who once saved his kingdom with nothing but courage, kindness, and a glowing eggplant. In the sparkling kingdom of Lumina Valley, 3 sisters lived in a golden castle surrounded by crystal lakes and rainbow gardens. Each princess wore a crown that held magical powers. Princess Alina, her crown shimmered with stars, giving her the power to heal and bring light wherever darkness fell. Princess Saraphina, her crown glowed like flowing water, letting her speak to animals and make plants grow. Princess Isolde, her crown shone with fiery rubies, giving her the gift to create protective shields and courage in people's hearts. The sisters ruled kindly, sharing their powers to help everyone in the valley. But in a shadowy forest nearby lived Wanda the witch. Wanda wasn't truly evil, she was just lonely and dreamed of being loved like a princess. She often whispered to herself, "If I had a crown, everyone would admire me too." One stormy night, Wanda tried to sneak into the castle to steal a crown. But on her way, she stumbled into Tippy, a tiny talking squirrel, and Lumo, a clumsy baby dragon. Instead of being scared, Wanda laughed when Lumo sneezed little sparks of fire. For the first time in years, she felt the joy of friendship. When the princesses discovered Wanda in the castle garden, she confessed, "I don't want to harm you. I only wish to feel like a princess." The sisters looked at one another. Instead of anger, Princess Alina's crown glowed. Wanda, being a princess is not about crowns or gowns. It's about kindness, courage, and caring for others. Princess Seraphina invited Wanda to join their magical garden. Princess Isolde gave her a shimmering ribbon enchanted with courage. And together, they taught Wanda to use her magic to help, not envy. Soon, Wanda used her spells to mend broken bridges, grow flowers in the forest, and even bake the fluffiest rainbow cakes for the kingdom festivals. The people of Lumina Valley began calling her Princess of the Forest, not because of a crown, but because of her golden heart. And from that day on, the kingdom shone brighter than ever with 3 princesses and 1 witch who became a princess in spirit. Long ago, in the kingdom of Lyria, there lived a curious young princess named Saraphina. Unlike other princesses who loved gowns and jewels, Saraphina spent her nights gazing at the stars. She often wondered, do stars keep secrets? One chilly night, while looking through her golden telescope from the castle tower, Saraphina noticed something strange. A single star was twinkling brighter than all the rest, and it seemed to be moving. The star shot across the sky, leaving a silver trail, and then it fell into the dark wood forest. Filled with wonder, Saraphina knew she had to find it. She wrapped herself in her cloak, sneaked past the guards, and rode her white horse Lumos into the forest. The forest was mysterious, with glowing mushrooms and whispering trees. Strange shadows followed her, and she could hear a soft humming, like the sound of magic. At last, Saraphina found the star. It wasn't just a star, but a glowing crystal orb that floated above a stone pedestal. As she reached out, a voice echoed, "Only the pure of heart may awaken my power." Saraphina gently touched it, and suddenly the orb burst into light, transforming into a tiny star spirit with shimmering wings. The spirit introduced itself as Asterion, guardian of the skies. Long ago, an evil sorcerer tried to steal his light to plunge the world into eternal darkness. To protect himself, Asterion fell to earth and hid. But now the sorcerer had returned. If he captured Asterion, he would control the night sky forever. "Princess," Asterion whispered, "only your courage can help me return to the heavens." Suddenly, dark smoke curled through the trees. From it emerged the sorcerer Malvorn, with glowing red eyes and a staff made of obsidian. "Give me the star, girl," he thundered. Saraphina stood tall. "I will never let you take the light from the world." A battle began. Malvorn cast shadows that slithered like snakes, but Saraphina remembered her mother's words, "A true princess shines brightest in the darkest hour." She lifted the star spirit high, and together they released a blast of pure starlight, scattering the shadows and breaking Malvorn's staff into dust. The sorcerer vanished, defeated. The forest lit up with thousands of tiny fireflies, as if celebrating. Asterion thanked Saraphina and rose back into the sky, becoming a radiant new star. "Whenever you look up, I will be there guarding the night. And you, Princess Saraphina, will forever be known as the Keeper of the Star." That night, the people of Lyria saw a new star shining brighter than any other, and they told stories of their brave princess who saved the sky. And from then on, Saraphina never just looked at the stars. She knew their secrets. True courage isn't about strength, it's about protecting the light, even when the darkness tries to take it away.
The mother cat rests peacefully on the couch, her soft fur rising and falling. A mischievous glint sparks in the kitten's eyes as he eyes the clippers. With focused determination, the kitten buzzes off a chunk of the mother cat's hair. Triumphant, the kitten scurries away, clutching his prize tightly. Sunlight floods the kitten's workshop, a sanctuary of creativity where dust motes dance in the air. Brow furrowed in intense concentration, I meticulously iron hair clippings on a miniature ironing board. Perched on a scaled-down stool, paws move with surprising dexterity, guiding hair through the needle of a miniature sewing machine. I craft a furry purse and a matching bejeweled necklace, artistry shining in every stitch. A proud smile illuminates my face as I glance at the calendar mother's birthday, and my gift is almost ready. The mother cat awakens abruptly, her eyes darting around, landing on the bald patch marring her once pristine fur. Fury ignites in her eyes as she realizes the betrayal, her gaze hardening into a menacing glare. Seizing a nearby kitten, she grips it tightly, her claws threatening to pierce its tender skin. With a swift, merciless motion, she hurls the defenseless kitten into the unforgiving darkness. Lost and alone, a small kitten cowers in the stormy field, the cold mud chilling him to the bone. Suddenly, a monstrous dog appears from the darkness, his glowing red eyes piercing the night. The kitten, paralyzed by terror, lets out a desperate shriek. With newfound adrenaline, the kitten bolts, his tiny body a blur against the stormy backdrop. The menacing dog gives chase, his heavy steps pounding the earth as lightning illuminates their desperate race. Inside, the enraged mother confronts the muscular father, pointing an accusing finger at the floor. "Your son cut my hair," she cries, her voice sharp with fury. A protective fury ignites in the father. He lets out a roar and shatters the front door to pieces. The father sprints into the storm, finding his son cornered by a snarling beast. Without hesitation, the father engages the dog in a fierce battle, overpowering it with relentless force. Back inside, the remorseful kitten tearfully presents the handmade purse and necklace to his mother. "I am sorry."
One frosty morning, Arendelle was peaceful until the sky lit up with a strange silver glow. A trail of sparkling frost stretched across the horizon, pointing toward the distant Silver Mountain, a place no one dared to go. Elsa felt a pull in her heart. "Anna, that glow, it's calling me. I think magic is in danger." Anna's eyes lit up. "Then let's follow it." Every adventure starts with a mystery. Olaf bounced happily. "Ooh, does this mean snacks on the way? Because I packed marshmallows." Kristoff hitched Sven to the sleigh. "Looks like we're headed for another snowy quest." As they traveled, the air grew colder, even for Elsa. The trees sparkled with silver ice, and strange snowflakes shaped like stars floated down. Suddenly, a pack of frost foxes with glowing eyes leapt out of the snow. Anna bravely swung her lantern, while Elsa created a protective ice wall. With teamwork, they gently calmed the foxes, who turned out to be enchanted guardians. "They're not dangerous," Elsa realized. "They're trying to warn us." The foxes dashed off toward the peak of the mountain, so the friends followed. At the top, inside a glittering cave, stood a giant crystal pulsing with light, the frozen heart of Silver Mountain. But it was cracking apart. Beside it was a mysterious figure, a shadow queen of ice, with hair as dark as night and eyes as cold as stars. "You cannot stop me," she hissed. "Once this crystal shatters, I will steal its magic and cover the world in endless frost." Elsa stepped forward. "Magic was never meant to be taken by force." Anna held Elsa's hand. "And you'll never win when sisters stand together." The battle of frost and light. The Shadow Queen raised her staff, sending a storm of sharp icicles. Elsa spun a shield of ice, while Anna darted forward, distracting the queen. Olaf rolled into a snowball to trip her, and Kristoff blocked her icy blasts with Sven's strength. Elsa and Anna then combined their powers, Elsa's icy magic with Anna's warmth of heart. Their bond created a dazzling blizzard of light and snow that surrounded the queen. With a cry, the Shadow Queen vanished into the ice, defeated. The crystal slowly healed, glowing brighter than ever. the mountain released a shower of sparkling snow that drifted gently back to Arendelle. Olaf spun in circles. Woohoo! Best snow shower ever! Kristoff smiled. You two saved not just Arendelle but the world. Elsa hugged Anna. No magic is stronger than a sister's love, Anna grinned. And no adventure is complete without marshmallows. Together, they returned home under the silver glow of the mountain, their hearts full of courage and joy, ready for whatever mystery awaited next. Long ago, in a kingdom hidden behind rainbow clouds, there lived a little princess named Elara. But she wasn't an ordinary princess. Elara had butterfly wings made of glittering colors. When she flew, her wings painted the air with sparkling trails of light. Elara lived in the Garden of Wishes, a magical place where every flower could grant small wishes if treated with kindness. She cared for the flowers, watered them with morning dew, and sang to them with her sweet voice. In return, the flowers whispered secrets and helped her kingdom bloom. But one day, a gloomy shadow spread across the garden. The mischievous moth fairy, Morva, grew jealous of Elara's bright wings and cheerful songs. She whispered to the flowers, "Why do you only listen to Princess Butterfly? I will make you silent forever." With a wave of her dark dust, Morva made the flowers close their petals tight. The Garden of Wishes fell silent. No flowers bloomed, and the kingdom became dull and gray. Elara was heartbroken, but she didn't give up. She flew across the kingdom, gathering hope wherever she could, sunshine in a jar, laughter from children, and a handful of kind words from the villagers. With all this love, she returned to the garden. She landed gently on the wilted flowers and whispered, "Even in the darkest night, kindness makes us bloom again." Her butterfly wings glowed brighter than ever before, and with a flutter, she sprinkled golden dust across the garden. Slowly, the flowers opened their petals, brighter than ever. The Garden of Wishes returned to life. Morva watched in surprise. Instead of scolding her, Princess Elara smiled and said, "The garden has enough magic for everyone, even you. Will you help me care for it?" Morva's heart softened. From then on, she used her moth dust to protect the flowers at night, while Elara cared for them by day. Together, they kept the Garden of Wishes blooming forever. And so, Princess Butterfly became known not only for her beauty, but for her kindness, which turned jealousy into friendship.